Mayor to consider new charges for SUVs in London. From a BBC News article online, London Mayor Sir Sadiq Khan is considering charging SUV drivers in the capital after Transport for London research claimed they created intensifying risks across London. Figures from City Hall indicate SUVs are much more likely to kill a pedestrian than smaller cars if involved in a collision. The proposal was published as part of the new Vision Zero action plan and the Mayor's strategy to eradicate deaths and serious injury from London roads by 2041. City Hall Conservative described the idea as ridiculous and said the plan was about the Mayor carrying out his anti-car agenda rather than trying to keep Londoners safe. Um, the Sadiq Khan said he was anti-death, not anti-motorist. You can read the rest of the article online, and you can see on the both sides concerns, and but in ways they are both right in certain ways. And of course, you want to limit deaths on the road, um, and whether it's you die from a crash or later on you have problems. Maybe you don't die, but your health is impacted and other things. You want to reduce those type of things, particularly in London, where London is very busy. It has the most people in the UK. It has um, the most people just not just living there, like I think 8 million or something, but the most people that travel to it and people commuting from outside it and stuff like this. So it's difficult anyway. And many drivers, even experienced drivers that have been driving for 30, 40, 50 years, will tell you it's very difficult. So if you can do anything, even if it's small, to reduce accidents and deaths, then it's something positive to see. And we understand in a way that SUVs could potentially be more risky in some ways, but also they could be less risky in other ways. And this is a basic example that I just threw off the top of my head, but I don't really have an idea on these things. But SUV is most of the time, if not all of the time, very big and it's easy to spot. So maybe someone who might have issues with their sight or stuff like this, they'll be able to spot an SUV when they're crossing the road easily compared to other things. But at the same time, people are concerned: is it really about SUVs causing danger, or is it about limiting cars? Because people are concerned about not just this, but this is almost like a pattern of you're putting ULS charges, you're doing this and you're doing that, and now you're doing this about SUVs. So, and you haven't proven to us that this is SUVs that are causing it and whatever else. Um, but I don't know, like I said, from either side. But it'd be interesting to see if they do a study of SUV drivers, speak to them, get, let's say, 1,000 SUV drivers that are in London or that are in London a lot, and speak to them about it, and also look at people who have been injured or passed away from accidents, and how many of them are SUVs and how many of them are not, and other things. But it's interesting to see that people are not just happy enough anymore with saying, "Oh, this has caused problems. Let's stop it and let's think about safety." Now they're questioning it because maybe perhaps before they have thought that you're doing this for our safety and then you're increasing it, and it's not about safety anymore because many people say, and what I've read about and whatever else, that is the ULEZ charge really about protecting the environment? Because why, if you're rich enough, why can't you just pay to pollute the environment? So in that way, is it really about the environment? Because if you're rich enough, you can pollute the environment every single day and no one really cares. So I understand from their perspective, but also from the mayor's perspective, you want to protect people who are driving, people who are on the road walking, and you want to limit the deaths and injuries from people who not just use the transport, but people who are just walking and or on the road. So it'll be interesting to see if it goes ahead with it, if there's any changes or anything like that.